Hello, everybody, and welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are having a great day. I am. We just had a little snow, maybe about less than half an inch, so starting to get there. Usually, when it snows, the weather's great. So, if you guys are gonna go out today and have some fun or do something, go ahead and do it. Nice and early in the morning. You guys aren't freezing cold at night. Could get worse. Usually, starts to get colder after 1 or 2 in the afternoon. Either way, I hope you guys are having a great weekend. I am. It's been an interesting weekend for me specifically. Other than that, this update is just about all the upgrades that we're getting and all the things that are happening to us as a species, and everyone that's having these this wonderful energy that's coming to them. We just had a meeting on the ship, if you want to call it that. We were all there. We had a conversation with our colleagues from Lyra, and everything just I told myself, I tell myself this a few times just for encouragement, and it just seems like it's a zero sum game. I say to myself, the snake eats its own tail, right? It's just at some point it's just gonna erase itself from existence on its own. And at different levels, that means a lot of different things because um, we're just an expression of our soul, and then our oversoul, and then the connection to the whole. But in this planet, at this level of evolution for this planet, it's very rudimentary. It's still very the planet and the inhabitants of planet humans, the highest life form with intelligence on the planet, is still quite not there yet, right? You can look at this two different ways. You could say, oh, it's it's a planet that's evolving. Oh, or you could say they're not don't even bother with humanity at this time, right? Don't even worry about them so much. I would say that every advanced species has looked at us and thought, okay, I we remember as a species we were there once, right? We lived and processed that experience for ourselves, so we know where they stand in an evolutionary process, right? All right. So yeah, I can definitely connect with your energy at this time. I sense a lot of anticipation, which is good. A lot of nervousness, a lot of just a wide. I always like to think, well, just a open arms approach to anything, right? You can give 100 people 100 hugs, one hug each, and one person is just going to feel better than the other. And usually people connect in that way when it might be that they're just maybe the perfect height for each other or anyone, or you guys connect over anything, right? Likes, dislikes, personal experiences, expected outcomes of this particular life, or how would you want to spend your good years of your life with someone or by yourself. People choose that as well. It's possible. Either way, what you want to do is you want to keep you want to stop yapping, and you want to start giving more information than just blabbing away. And when you say that, you mean to say that you're going to dig your heels and march, toe the line, dig your heels, but no more yapping and talking and saying you're going to do this and say you're going to do that. At some point, you need to write it down and pass it along to someone. If you want to give somebody directions of where they're going, we're going to go and experience a life here on earth that involves you, um, you, you're, where do you want to live? Oh, I want to go to Florida. I want to go to Miami. I want to go to Minnesota. I want to see the, I want to see the Rocky Mountains, right? But you just can't say it. You got to put it in motion, quit yapping, and start doing it. No matter how nervous you get, you got to put it to practice because it's just going to linger in your brain. You're thinking about things that you're not going to actually do or that you're planning on doing. But there's always going to be an obstacle for you. The flights are too expensive, or you don't know if this is, how much value can you find in a 4-star rating hotel than a five, or is it worth to just get some place that's going to accommodate you for your trip, right? Do you want something super expensive? Do you want something that's just maybe distance is important for you, and it doesn't matter how um, I don't know how you can even put it to words, but let's say how the place looks, or does it matter what the appearance is, or does it matter more the distance to your location? If you're going to a conference, if you're going to a meeting, if you're going to meet someone, you're going to just go sightseeing. Maybe there's just that special thing you want to do that you don't care about the rest. And you always think back, well, I love the whole experience, but the food wasn't all that great. The people weren't that nice. Or, they got my coffee order wrong. So I, uh, I disliked the experience. But as a whole, you're looking at, uh, you're looking at a person that's going to go sightseeing. They got their binoculars. They find the bird they're looking for. They spot the yak or the moose or the snow leopard that you're looking for. And there it is. And then you, as a professional, you know what you're doing. You spot it. You take the picture. You get the angle. You adjust the lighting. You make everything work so you're captivated by the experience. Looking to have the perfect image or video. So when you put it on the magazine, someone looks at it and thinks, that is a great picture. I mean, how many pictures did it take before choosing that one? I don't think one picture is enough. I don't take one picture. Even if it's this picture right now that I would take, I will snap a few. 4, 5, 6. I'll go overboard. Maybe I'll get 10. And if they all look the same, there's going to be one that's going to stand out. There's going to be one picture that's going to hug you right back. And you're going to feel welcome to the experience of the scenery, of the lighting, of the image. And then you're going to forget about that stupid coffee order they got wrong for you. You're not going to care about how raggedy it looks. Even the details are just as important, but then experience the whole thing, the good and the bad. A lot of people on this planet, considering its limitations and objectively looking at the way that you consider evolution to be, staring from the outside in, you can say, well, I've been there. You know, I've had a bad day, and I'd make sure someone else had a bad day before. Not so much anymore, right? I have great days. And even in my greatest days, I make sure that everyone's around me is extra special and happy. Maybe I'll give you a hug, right? Because I feel like you have to give back in that way, and that's important. But if you don't take it all in, if you don't accept me for who I am, you won't be able to accept yourself and you won't be able to appreciate the value that others give so that we can experience this planet all together as a whole. Um, Everybody's just divided amongst themselves. They have different ideas, they have different opinions on things, and that individual experiences was makes me unique. It makes you unique, and I think being unique as an individual is important because you can appreciate another person's point of view, even if you disagree with it. You can find that middle ground where each and every one of us can um, navigate the experience of being human on this planet in a very cooperating way, so that maybe we can go out further into space together, share knowledge and experience, so that we don't have to have our future um, continue these sort of, you know, things that are happening all around us that we can tell that it's just not good, right? If you have a mental disability, if you need a wheelchair to get to the post office, there once was a time where there weren't any wheelchairs, but everybody thought of the idea where you do need to have access to these public places so you can make life easy and accessible for others, and that extends beyond the ramp to get you up to your accommodation, wherever that may be. It extends beyond the um, the uh, the experience and the pleasure of having nothing inconvenience you on your way to and fro, than bother about a ramp or a stop sign or a red light where you naturally know that these are just, we're bound by these rules so that we can let everything flow and fluctuate, and let everything within itself, let it be a good experience for everybody, an experience for everybody, and everybody has to, live through it, deal with it. It's part of the process. So, things are going to just snowball in a good way. You're going to connect with your higher selves and your higher energies, and you're going to have just a good time enjoying yourself with the new experiences that you have, with these new energies that are coming in and your DNA being activated. And you guys know already about the galactic meeting. You can just call it whatever you want. The meeting, the evolution of the planet. Excuse me for a second. The evolution of the planet and everything else. So that's that. I mean, I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. You guys get the idea of the experience here on planet Earth, which I think it's the kind of goal here of this video. And there are lots of channelings that I do want to accomplish, and usually my channelings are a little more on the interesting side. The channeler doesn't remember most of the channelings either way. But whenever the time comes, and you know what I thought of? I thought of maybe I should just, even now, for example, I'm literally just about to grab my, do a little exercise in a little bit. And I thought when I'm all done and ready to go, I should have my laptop here with me. So if something pops in, I can just put it down, which I think is the most important thing that I have to keep in mind. Just leave the leave the leave it running, right? So if I stand in front of it, if something comes in, just kind of grab it right away. That's what happened the very last time, and it was an interesting experience. Which I just, like I said, this past week was very interesting. Either way, I'm not gonna go on with anything. I'm going to probably go out and just get some fresh air at the very least, and just taking the whole experience of today. I think is a great day, and as a whole species here living on planet Earth, we are doing pretty good for ourselves. And I hope my message does um, really hit you in your heart, and get you thinking about things. Either way, guys, I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. Have a great Sunday, and I want more channelings, and I want that to be something that is a recurring theme with my videos, instead of just these sort of chats that I enjoy as well. Either way, I don't want to hold you guys too much. I hope you guys have a good rest of your Sunday, and thanks for watching.